Well, welcome back. Tonight, Vince Sims and I will be emceeing a special event. It's an evening of fashion and elegance. It's in its 6th year, and joining me now to talk all about it is the designer, Sharon Gary Dill, who actually created this. Sharon, great to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my
It's an
goodness.
honor.
What inspired you to do this fashion show? It's so different for differently abled people.
Well, what inspired me was becoming in contact with Norma Stanley, who is my publicist. She has a daughter, Sierra Stanley, and I got exposed to the life and the ups and downs and the hard work that it takes to care for someone with special needs and how sensitive they are. And I just took it from there.
How do you choose your models for these shows?
Oh, I'm always, my eyes are always open wherever I am, and I keep my business cards with me. I'm like, hi, I'm Sharon Gary Dill, and here's my card, call me, I see this in you, or would you be interested in doing this? Anywhere I go, I could be in the grocery store.
And no one's turned you down yet, I'm sure.
Nobody's turned me down.
And tell us about Able to Nonprofit.
Able to Nonprofit is a nonprofit that started by Myrna Clayton. And Myrna Clayton is a great singer within her own right. She travels all over the world. But she has a heart for special needs people as well, only from their talented end, the singers, the writers, the dancers, the musicians. She helps them soar within their talents.
And you have even some of them involved in the show as well. And your designers are able-bodied as well.
Exactly.
So
I have, yeah.
Tell us about some of them.
Well, I have two designers. One is LaWanda Scales, who is wheelchair bound. And then I also have Crystal Davis, who is hearing impaired.
That's fabulous. And look at I love the models. They have so much, they have confidence.
Yeah, look, see, yes.
And it's just, you can tell this is wonderful for them and for their confidence and raising their ability to think they can do anything.
Absolutely, Karen, absolutely. And that's what I want to do from the bottom of my heart. And you can see, they own it.
They do.
They own it.
Own that runway.
Completely.
You get them training for this to get them ready?
Yes and no. Just our calls are training within itself. We have skilled models that gives them pointers, but they come kind of with their own thing. I let them
Attitude,
do what they want. Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, I let them do their own thing.
Now, was there anyone in your family or that was close to you that you realized how important it was to get the confidence level up for people who, are able differently from everyone else?
Well, it's what I've seen in society at large. I've seen people make fun of them. Before I got involved, I looked at them differently, but now it's like they need the same respect that you want for yourself. People need to know that they are special. They know that they have feelings just like we do. They have the same wants and desires that we have.
Now, you're also raising awareness about human trafficking by having a 16-year-old victim there share her story.
Yes, I do.
What made you decide to do that?
I read her story. I know her aunt, and her aunt actually rescued her. Her name is Carolyn Louise Herring. And she, little girl's mother took her out of school in the 3rd grade. So we're talking about 8 years of living this kind of life. But she's well-rounded. She's getting back in school. She sings very beautifully. And the beauty of it is she wants to tell her story, and I want her to tell her story.
Because we're learning Atlanta is a big haven,
Yes,
#1 spot for
yes,
human trafficking. Really.
Karen, it's so upsetting that my city, or any city, just it's just horrific, this thing with this behavior pattern, and you have grown people preying on children. And it's not just children, and it's not just adults, it's not just little girls, it's little boys too. You can't forget about it.
Well, warning signs,
too.
We've got to pay attention.
Absolutely.
All right, you're not going anywhere.
Okay.
If you'd like to attend tonight's An Evening of Fashion and Elegance, it's being held at Atlanta City Hall, right on Trinity Street at 5 o'clock. For more information and to purchase your tickets, all you have to do is go to dshacourt.com. When we come back, we'll introduce you to some of the fabulous designers in this year's show. Don't go anywhere.